Hello and bienvenue. I am Joker, the Full Metal Joker. Now, before we get started with the topic at hand, I have to let you know two things. One, if you do not like what has to be said, please remove yourself from this video. Two, everything I have to say is mostly opinion-based with a lining of truth. But if you feel like I'm wrong in certain areas, or I need more information in others, please feel free to contact me. You should already know how to do this by now. With that being said, the topic I would like to cover today is something that has gained my interest, and it is the topic of hate crimes, or in some instance, like lack thereof. The reason why I'm talking about this, it's a lot to do with what the left-wing media was saying after this whole Jussie incident. They were saying stuff like, I know that this was wrong, and him lying was messed up, but there are a lot of hate crimes going on, and and what happened with Jussie does not make up for the incidences that's been happening across this country here lately. And I figured, well, if they're going that route, if they're going to double down like that, I might as well do some research of my own. And if you want to check the information that I found, I'll put some links down below, and if I'm wrong, you can get in touch with me. But with what I found, a lot of the incidences that the so-called left-wing media talks about aren't even real. They are people just lying or making up stories to make the white man look bad. And a lot of the ones that happen to be true, it's actually someone targeting white people just because they're white. A good one is, if you can think back to when people were voting for president, quite a few black people were targeting white people just under the sole suspicion of them voting for Trump, talking about beat his ass, don't vote Trump. Or if you want something a little bit more closer, a group of black individuals snatching up a severely mentally handicapped white kid and beating the crap out of him, cutting him, making him drink toilet water, and the news barely covered that. And a lot of the incidences where white people are targeted for being white, and yes, if you are being targeted just because of your certain skin color, race, ethnicity, religion, it's a hate crime, even if your skin is white. And the fact that the news don't cover it, don't cover the incidences where someone's being attacked just because they're white, or show very little coverage at all about it, is messed up. Because if you want to help fix this whole hate crime stuff, you've got to talk about all of it, not just when some asshat of a white man attacks a minority for no reason. You have to also talk about when some douche nozzle starts attacking a white person just because they're white. And looking at some of the information that I've found, yes, we've got an epidemic of hate crime in this country. And it's actually people targeting white people. And if you talk to some people about it, well, it's because slavery. That's one excuse they make why white people should be targeted. And I'm sorry, it happened way in the past. And here's a little nugget of information: not all white people owned slaves. Only the rich and wealthy, and only a small percentage of them did it. which is wrong, but still it happened in the past. You're fighting over something you shouldn't be fighting over. It's over. And I just don't understand why all this craziness is going on. Where it's okay for someone to beat up on someone just because their skin's of a certain color, where it's not okay on the other. Well, to me, attacking someone just because of the race of their race or color of their skin is wrong on all sides. And again, if you want to fix things, you've got to talk about all of it as a whole, not just pick and choose and cherry pick. And if someone lies about being targeted just because of the race of their skin, they need to be called out on it. They need to be shunned, because if you do that, if you sit here and falsely accuse a race of individuals, it's going to make it hard for us to understand one another. And for those that accept it, think that it's okay to sit here and target white people over stuff that happened in the past, way in the past, all I've got to say is, how would you like it if the shoe was on the other foot? Where you were the one being attacked, or someone in your family was being attacked, just because something that maybe, and I'm saying maybe, your ancestor or someone in your family did way back in the past. You wouldn't like it now, really. And again, this is wrong, and I really do not like the fact that the media doubled down like that. And with that being said, if you enjoy the content that I produce, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support this channel even further, please check out my Patreon and PayPal me. However you choose to support this channel is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and good luck.